Hey everybody, it's Julie Marie, and I have to share a story. So I am making the rhubarb buttermilk buckle. I made it spoke cake style in a pie plate, and I made it in these fun squares running the rhubarb different directions in my brownie pan, and I cut it so that it would fit back in this pan with a little bit of space. I just want to show you a little trick because I'm bringing this to a friend and it's all gonna pack back in there. But like I do with that banana bread under pressure, I cut out a little bit out of the center. Well, this one I cut out a little bit of each section so that it would fit. But before I put it back into the brownie pan, I'm making this for my neighbor Donna, who lives just down the way, that gave me all of this rhubarb from her garden, and she surprised me by running out onto the street with some blackberries from her bushes when she saw us walking by with the dogs in the morning. And the crazy thing she surprised me with was, I've been doing your protective diet for 3 days. And I'm down 3 pounds, and I'm loving it. I'm eating potatoes, I'm eating the pasta, I'm eating the starches that I've been missing for years. And Donna, she's active. She doesn't have a lot of weight to lose at all, but she has some that she wants to lose, and she wants to lower cholesterol and get healthy, all that good stuff that comes naturally on a protective diet. So I had to make her a sugar-free buttermilk buckle with, oh my gosh, this royal icing is so fantastic. And I hope that her husband Terry loves it too, because he's been eating along with her. He said, I'll eat whatever she makes, but she's got to get into more of the protective recipes because she hasn't had any of the baked goods, any of the desserts yet. So I'm gonna let this royal icing firm up a bit, and then I'm gonna put it back in the dish and run this over to her and surprise her with a protective diet dessert. And normally this would be Jerry and mine. I cut it out of the middle, but I spoiled Jerry. I made him a whole one.
Thank you.
That he has to share with me. But try that buttermilk. It's strawberry or rhubarb, or strawberry and rhubarb buckle with the last chance of the rhubarb of the garden this summer. It's normally a spring crop. It's the first thing to come alive in the garden. It's a perennial. It'll just keep coming back. And Donna shared rhubarb plants with me, so I have it growing in my garden now. But oh my gosh, her rhubarb is much more mature, so she was able to share the last of her harvest with me. So I had to share a buttermilk rhubarb buckle with her and deck it all up with the frosting and put it back in the pan, and hopefully I'll get this pan back with something else from her garden. She keeps sharing with me and I'm sharing back with her, and I am so surprised because I didn't talk that much about protective diet with her. I talked with her one day about it and I had no idea how much I influenced. And then I talked to her neighbors next door, Ashley and John, and I found out they're eating whole food plant-based after a conversation with me. I had dropped off some sliced watermelon.
I was there too.
He was there too. Jerry was there too. But I dropped off some sliced watermelon when they moved in a few months ago. And I had no idea how influential talking about how you eat is. And by dropping off the watermelon, they loved that as a housewarming gift because they were getting lots of sweets. And she said, oh my gosh, this is the best treat. And then I said, well, we don't eat sweets, we don't eat sugar, but it sure looks like we do, doesn't it? Look at that. I hope you're eating as well as we are on a protective diet, our whole food plant-based diet, to reverse and prevent disease and eliminate struggle with obesity. Take care.
And best of health.